What is up guys, Taiki here. Today I want to discuss the AAVE rewards going down and what I'll be looking to do with my capital in the future. If you like the content, please like and subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section below, so let's get started. So, if you aren't aware, the AAVE rewards did go down. We knew this. In the original plan, I guess when they launched this in mid-April, they said that half of the rewards is going to go from April to June of 2021, and the rest is going to come from June 14th to April of 2022. But this morning, they just announced that they're actually changing the structure of the rewards, whereas I think they're going to concentrate the rewards from, I guess previously they said they're going to do it over 10 months, but now they're only going to do it from June to January, so I think that's 7 months. So I kind of compiled, I did the math of how much the rewards are changing. It's going to go from roughly 800,000 Matic per day, which was the case yesterday, but now it's down to 240. So obviously the rewards are going to go down, and it's going to change your plans. It definitely changed my plans. So if you look at my portfolio, I essentially took out all my stable coins. Just because, I mean, it made sense to deposit stable coins and borrow against it with the previous rewards, but now that the rewards are down, I'd rather withdraw my stable coins and farm them like on its own, right? And instead of like borrowing against it. But the benefit of AAVE, I mean, it's still good, right? I mean, you can deposit, I guess, volatile assets as collateral and borrow stable coins against it. I mean, that's what I'm doing because, yeah, I'm no longer being paid to borrow. I'm paying 3%, but being paid 2.26%. So I'm paying 0.8% roughly a year, right? However, like with the dollar, with the USDC, I'm farming it for way more than 0.8%. So it makes sense for me to still take out loans against my collateral and then like farm with it, right? And obviously, like, because my collateral is more volatile, I do have to be more conservative with my risk factor or my health factor. And the good way to, or the way I calculated it, like 1.74, it depends like what your assets are. Like if you're borrowing against Matic and AAVE, then your health factor should be higher. But you can take a look at the borrowing power used, because once the borrowing power gets to 100%, that means your loan to value is like at its peak point before being liquidated, right? So what I've done is I just made a spreadsheet, or essentially a simulation of like, this is how much I have, the price and the value. So which I have roughly $17,000, and then I'm borrowing $7,000 against it. My liquidation threshold is 633.77%, right? So you can just say, okay, if my collateral reaches 11K, I will be liquidated, which is a roughly 34 to 35% drop from here. You can argue that it's risky, right? But I do like actively manage this position, and I don't think Bitcoin is in a situation to like dip 25 or 30% like overnight. So I feel relatively comfortable with my health factor, but you should always do the math. If you don't know how to do the math, you just take the loaned amount and divide it by the liquidation threshold, right? So this is E8 over E9. So I'm taking 7K, dividing it by this, and I get 11K. So if my collateral hits this, I get liquidated, and the percent drop for this to happen is 34%. And, you know, you can call me aggressive or degen, but this is how I do it. So obviously the stable coins I took out, where am I farming it? Well, I don't want to disclose that yet, just because I'm not done farming, but I may reveal it in the future, just because my channel's gone to the point where like I'm gonna crush my own APRs, and your boy's gonna make money too. However, I can endorse larger farms that Polygon has announced, and these are farms that I feel comfortable endorsing to the wider community, just because Polygon is matching these donations. So let me just zoom out. So on Curve, they're going to be adding more, I guess, rewards on top of, I guess, the initial $5 million that they previously announced, because Curve is also adding its own rewards. As you can see right now on dollars, you can earn 6% on dollars, 14% in Matic, and 0.7% on Curve. So you can imagine that for the Bitcoin pool and the A-Try crypto pool, which I made a video on, you know, there may or may not be rewards that might come on the 24th of June. That'll be good. And this is a pretty good place to park your Bitcoin if you were looking for a new place. I'm sure after this video, these yields will go down, but I mean, that's just how it is, right? I mean, this used to be like 200% and now it's at 10%. But I mean, let's say this does goes down to 10%. That's still pretty good, and you might get additional curve rewards on top. Also, I mentioned this on the live stream, but 0x is also going to be coming onto Polygon, and there's going to be $10 million in rewards, right? I think this is going to be, in terms of, you'll get rewards by providing liquidity. It's not live yet, but I believe they're coming out relatively soon. As well as Kyber. Kyber Network is also, I think it's a project that's been around for a few years, and on the 30th of June, there's going to be a $30 million program. $30 million in rewards. So there's going to be a lot of, I guess, LP positions that's going to be giving rewards. So that's something that you should consider and look forward to. However, I guess with the collapse of Iron Finance, I'm not sure how risk-seeking the market is. So and I'm in relatively safer farms right now. And some other farms like QuickSwap, I think QuickSwap is giving pretty high yield. Like for example, USDC, USDT, 36%, that's pretty good. And I saw SushiSwap has really high rewards, and I was kind of confused because this used to be like 20% of what it originally was. But if you go to like the analytics page on SushiSwap, there's like a bunch of errors, so I don't think these numbers are real. I mean, you are still getting pretty good yield because you're getting a bunch of Sushi and Matic rewards a day, but I don't think these numbers are real. I haven't seen an official announcement anywhere, but I'll be looking forward to that. That being said, I guess with like the Polygon network being congested, Iron Finance collapsing, I'm kind of looking forward into what might be. So one thing that I've always talked about in the past few weeks is Arbitrum. This is a layer 2 solution for Ethereum. Transaction fees are going to be a few dollars instead of like $0 for the Matic network today. However, I think Arbitrum is going to gather more TVL than Polygon just because it's more decentralized, more secure, and I think like the larger players will be more comfortable putting it into Arbitrum, which is actually secured by the Ethereum blockchain. I speculate this will launch to the public end of June. Given it's Ethereum based, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets delayed, but I'm looking forward to this. And I'm not a Polygon maxi, right? I'm a yield maxi. As a farmer, you have to be a yield maxi. So you have to go where the yield is and go where the risk adjusted yield is good in your favor. Also, I'm also looking to other chains, right? This is me doing my homework. I'm in a safe farm. I have more time, so let me do some more homework. Phantom, Curve, launched on Phantom today, I think, or yesterday, and they're also giving rewards, so maybe that's something to look forward to. Phantom, I don't think has like an AAVE bank yet, so for me, I need like a bank where I can just put assets as collateral and borrow against it. It just makes the farming experience easier. But if Phantom does that, then I might test out the waters there. Same goes for Avalanche. They're less developed, but the rumors are that they're gonna start developing applications on it. Same goes for Solana. There's gonna be a bunch of hurdles to go through with bridging, but it's just me doing my homework. Also Terra as well, right? So I encourage everyone to do their own homework in terms of there are these other layers coming out, right? Arbitrum soon, Phantom is already live, Avalanche, there's barely anything there, but there's just maybe follow all these other chains and see if if dApps are being developed. And lastly, Harmony as well. I'm not even following. Yeah, Harmony as well. They're also a scaling solution. So that's what I'm doing. I guess Iron, a $2 billion protocol essentially going to zero isn't the best in terms of sentiment and risk tolerance. So, those are generally my thoughts on the farming environment. There's nothing wrong with just sitting comfy on safe farms for a few days or a week just to wait until, just to wait for something good to come up. Because, can't get rugged, right? You gotta be safe. So that being said, yeah, posting, I didn't expect these APRs to drop this much because AAVE also restructured the rewards, because in the first round it was all equal, right? Equal distribution amongst all of these other deposit and borrowing, but now it's different, right? So now they're giving more for stable coins, but less on volatile assets. Not sure why they did that. Maybe they're adjusting to the market. Maybe that there's more demand for dollars, so they want to accommodate where the market says they want to go to. But you know, maybe if the farm I'm in like dies, or I'm like done farming it, or maybe I'll put Bitcoin into Curve, right, and just sit comfy and as I wait. And for Matic, we'll see where it goes. Maybe I'll liquidate my Matic for Bitcoin to farm with it. Who knows? You know, you gotta be nimble, gotta stay on your feet. Never be a maximalist to one chain. Always be open to other chains as well. I didn't even mention Ethereum, but you know, I'm assuming that the farming opportunities on the Ethereum blockchain is not going to be as lucrative, just because the fees are pretty high. Even at Gwei at like 10, that's still like $10 a transaction fee, which is going to be really difficult to like approve those contracts and then like farm and harvest and like farm and dump, etc. So that's what I'm doing. Let me know, like if you know any good farms on like Phantom, Avalanche, Solana. Let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, keep an open mind to all of these farms on other chains. Thank you guys for watching and have a nice day.